This is all about Google Gemini's deep research tool. So you're going to open up a new Chrome tab in your computer and go to the top right-hand corner here where it says Google Apps. We call that a 9-dot waffle. Click on it and then find Gemini, which is this little sparkle here. Click on Gemini and that will open up your Gemini instance. When coming into Google Gemini, you'll see that Flash is already chosen for you, but you can choose up to 2 items here. If you want to use a deep research tool, you can use Flash or Thinking. If you're giving a lot of detail and adding files and documents, I'd recommend the Thinking. If you're just testing out the tool or you don't have any details, then I would recommend use Flash. For today's training, we're going to use Flash. Then we're going to go here to the plus sign and click on Deep Research. When you choose a deep research tool, you can click here and you'll see that you have sources you can add from your Google search, your Gmail, your Google Drive, or your Google Chat. You can click on any of these and add sources for where it can search during the deep research tool. And then you can click here for files and you can add files from your computer and add them to the deep research. Okay. So once you have your tool selected, you're going to go ahead and write out your prompt. I have a prompt already prepared, but make sure when you're using your prompt that you are telling it what it does and what you needed to create for you, what topic you'd like it to research for you so that it can kind of look into that, and any kind of other things that you might need from it. Like, so I've asked for APA citations for articles that support the content so that I get APA cited articles. And I asked for visuals and a break of the information into bite-sized pieces for learning so that a student may understand that information. Once you have your prompt selected and typed in here, go ahead and submit it, and you'll see that it's going to start thinking. And it's going to generate an actual research plan. When it generates a research plan, you can see here and read the plan of what it's going to research and what websites, what type of information it's going to look up. If you want to edit the plan, you can edit the plan, right? Edit this research plan. So they make a plan, what changes you want to make. Then you can say in here, I want to make changes to number 7. Sure, the report is a lesson plan of sorts. So then it's going to generate another research plan for you based off of what you've given it information on. So once you have all this, it tells you it's kind of what it's going to do. It's going to research these websites, analyze results, create a report, and then it'll be ready in a few minutes. When it says ready in a few minutes, it means it will take a few minutes for it to generate. So once you've done this and you've edited your plan, go ahead and start research. And on the right here, you'll see it's going to show thinking. You can choose to sources browse or to show the thinking that it's going through. I like seeing how it thinks because it gives you kind of like a little title for what it thinks and then a little paragraph afterwards about what it's actually looking for. You can see that a full plan report was created for me with my request. Each part of the report has connected sources from which the section was derived. If you do not want to scroll through the report, you can use the contents and actually just click through to get to the section that you want to go to in the report. If you want to share the information that was created, you can have it create a Google Doc for you, or you can copy the contents and paste them into your own Microsoft document. Now, the fun part of this is this blue create button in the top right-hand corner of the page. Here you will see that there are several choices for creating something: a web page, an infographic, a quiz, or flashcards, or you can describe your own app and it will create something for your own app. As you click on each of these, it'll start to create that for you. For the web page, you will be able to look at the code and preview results. Here's the code. Here's your preview in the top right-hand corner here. However, it is an HTML, so it will depend on the website you're using. The code does cut and paste into Canvas HTML, but the images and graphics do not stay. But here is a web page on the information from the report, including references. You can also go up here and show the console, download, refresh and redo it again, share the content itself, and then this is just to close your tab. Next, I had it create an infographic. The infographic is very similar to the web page where there is code and preview, and you can download it, but it's just downloading the HTML. It's not going to download the actual image itself. But it is very interesting what it gives you. Also, it'll create a quiz for you. So I've taken the quiz already. There were 10 questions. I had a 20% accuracy because I know nothing about thermodynamics and kinetics. And you can see here that after you take the quiz, it's a live quiz, which means you can take it live in your class with your students, or you can take the questions and manually add them to a classic quiz in Canvas, whichever works best for you. But what's really fun about the quiz is once you've taken it in here, it'll analyze your performance and how you did on the quiz. And then you can create flashcards or a study guide. You can also review the quiz and your right and wrong answers as well. I also have flashcards that were created for me. These flashcards are live. You can have it track your learning as you go on to see if you got it right or wrong, and you can say, hey, I got that one right, and then go from there. You can untrack the learning. And again, these flashcards are a really good way to create new questions for quizzes that you put into Canvas and use with your students. So this is the deep research tool within Google Gemini. So this is the deep research tool within Google Gemini. If you have any further questions, please contact OIT at oit@pointloma.edu. Thank you and have a good day.